right, I'm ready to do this. I have the wings, I have milk, and I have my dignity. Oh, I forgot to mention though, I don't know if you remember me saying this, but yeah, we said that the winner has to do
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it has to be that way. But here you go. Enjoy.
Well, by that standard, we should do who's won the most. And you've won 3, so you gotta make up for lost time.
Yeah. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the final episode of Season 4, the Super Bowl Special. As always, I am joined by Ben, this year's winner, unfortunately. So this time you're going to have to watch me suffer a little bit. And I'm going to be a little bit less of a bitch than you. So, although this might be more entertaining for some of you, ironically. Yes, Ben won this season of Nick's Picks. So congratulations. In case you're curious, the final score was 269 to 267. It was very close.
No, it wasn't. What'd you get? Tell the class.
212.
Hey, look on the bright side. You broke the record from the first season. I completely smashed the record, but you broke the record.
You're never doing this again, just so you know. Never. Never happening again. It's not happening. But I hope you guys enjoyed Nick's Picks all season long. And if you did, make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. But yes, it is time for what Ben has been waiting for 4 years now, pretty much. Let's get right into it. So obviously, every year we go to Buffalo Wild Wings, not sponsored at all, by the way. And I want to just point out some false advertising, by the way. They had a Blazing Wings challenge, which showed the wings. It had ice cream and a sweatband. I didn't get a fucking sweatband.
You got the ice cream though, weirdly?
Yes, I got the ice cream.
I was gonna say you didn't get the ice cream.
No, I got the ice cream. I just didn't get the sweatband. I don't have the ice cream in here. I just have the milk. But anyways, yes. So the way it works, I will have to eat a wing to start. Ben will ask a question. It's 3 questions, by the way. I don't know how many you did.
I did 5, but I can pick 3.
Okay, it's 3 questions. Ask a question, and every question I get wrong will be another wing. So let's do this. I will start it off. Like I said, this is going to be hot, but it's not. I'm not as much of a bitch as Ben. Oh, that barbecue. Why can't it be hot and buffalo? Oh my god, that is hot though.
I was like, when's it gonna start stinging? Alright, well, now that you have officially had your first one, so I'm gonna give you an easy one at least. Or at least I think this could be an easy one. Who has had the most 5,000-yard passing seasons? Is it A, Tom Brady, B, Drew Brees, C, Peyton Manning, or D, Matthew Stafford?
Those are all like...
I know, I picked really good ones.
I feel like it's either Brady or Breeze. This actually hurts. Oh my god. Whew.
It's still cool. Oh, now I see why you had fun.
I'm tearing up for sure.
I see it, yeah.
You can see it. I'm gonna go Brady. Fuck it.
That is incorrect. It is Breeze, and he had 5. I think the next person was Brady with 3. It was your Brady or Manning, but that is another one. Ooh. I think he had 5 though. When I looked it up, was insane.
All
right, there it is. All right, your next one. What city has hosted the most Super Bowls? Is it New Orleans, Tampa Bay, Miami, or Los Angeles? I see your tears, Jesus.
I asked you this one.
Do you remember, though?
Miami.
Correct. I think in 2 years, or no, next year, New Orleans will tie it with 11, which is still weird that that's how many it is. All right.
Oh, my God. It hurts, for sure. It hurts.
All right.
Every time I stop.
53, so obviously this is Super Bowl 58, but the first 4 Super Bowls were the AFL versus the NFL. So after the merger, there have been 53 Super Bowls. Does the NFC or the AFC have more Super Bowl wins for their conference?
That's a good question.
And I will tell you right now, it's within 1. It is by 1.
So this is just 50-50.
It's a 50-50.
Let's see if I had a coin around.
You want to just flip a coin? Oh, yeah, you got a coin. There you go. This is if he gets a second wing.
Heads NFC, tails AFC. NFC.
You got so lucky. It is the
Let's
NFC.
Go!
27
to
26. And also, if I include the AFL and NFL, they both tied 2-2, so it didn't matter either way. So if the Chiefs win, they tie the whole Super Bowl series. But damn, you survived.
No, you know what? I made you suffer 3 straight times. I had to suffer once. I'll take a bonus question.
Okay. Ooh, you shouldn't have done that. But it's multiple choice. This one, it will be multiple choice. What 2 teams are tied for the most Super Bowl losses? Is it A, Patriots and Broncos, B, Vikings and Bills, C, Cowboys and Dolphins, or D, Rams and Eagles? Unintentionally, I left 2 NFC East teams in there. I didn't even realize.
So they're tied for the most Super Bowl losses.
Yes.
Give me the choices slower again.
So it's A, Patriots and Broncos,
That's possible.
B, Vikings and Bills, C, Cowboys and Dolphins, or D, Rams and Eagles.
I don't think it's Cowboys Dolphins. You said Rams Eagles?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's Rams Eagles.
Okay.
So it's either Patriots and the Broncos. I know the Broncos have been to a lot.
Patriots also been to a lot.
And I know the Bills have only been to 4. And they lost 4.
Mm-hmm.
The Vikings have never been to a Super Bowl.
No, they have. In like the early years.
I'm going to go with Patriots Broncos.
It is Patriots Broncos with 5. They both had 5.
I don't think the Vikings have ever been to a Super Bowl.
They went to 4. They went 4 like early on. Like I think it was like during the 60s or no, I think it was like during the 70s or something like that. But I thought I was gonna get you with that one because both the Vikings, I kept them with like pairs because they are second. The Bills and Vikings both have 4. They both are 0-4 too, by the way. So they're also 0-4.
Wow.
But you escaped. You
took the bonus question and I still rocked that shit. I'm not fucking eating it.
Yeah, I know.
Holy hell, that was hell.
You want to know what the last one was? This obviously doesn't count.
Yeah, what was the last question?
The last one was how many quarterbacks, just a number, how many quarterbacks have thrown for 50 or more touchdowns? 1, 2, 3, or 4. So like
well,
how many
it's
quarterbacks
not
have thrown?
one, because I know at least Brady's done it, Peyton's done it. Did Mahomes do it? I think Mahomes has done it. I'm going to go 3.
That's correct. And you named all 3.
Yeah.
It is all 3. I think one was funny, Peyton could have had it either 2 or 3 times. When I looked up, he had 49 one year, so he almost got it. Those are all 5.
I didn't even study it all. I thought you were going to give me, like, who was this year's rushing leader?
No, I was thinking...
Never would have fucking known.
Actually, I did look at that. It was Chris McCaffrey. Wouldn't have got
Probably
that.
could have guessed that, but yeah, never would have known.
But you did it. You survived. Congratulations. Only 8-1, I think, right? Or 2. They only 8-1. 8-2, yes. So that's not bad.
I should have had Breeze. I knew it was Breeze. I knew Brady was in there to throw me off.
I see threw.
Hell, Stafford threw me off.
I threw Payne. Payne and Matt.
Peyton threw me off.
Payne and Stafford were the ones to throw you off. Brady, I think, was second, but I gotta look it up again later.
Man.
All right.
We'll be back. Am I still like teary-eyed?
Not as bad.
Dude, every time I stop drinking the milk, it hurts again.
Because you tried one of the ones last year, right? Is this hotter than the one last year?
I think so, honestly.
They probably just go hotter every year.
That or I'm just becoming more of a bitch. One of the two. You can't, I don't know. That is going to hurt my stomach later, for sure. I'm not lactose intolerant, but that is going to hurt my stomach later, for sure.
I can see that, yeah.
But now that is all out of the way, your glory is done, and you will never have it again. So I'm glad you had your 15 minutes of fame there, literally. But it's over. Now on to the end of Season 4, which is Super Bowl 58, which ended up being between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. The matchup that a lot of people didn't want at all. I personally, I have no vendetta against either of those teams, and in all honesty, we we have Brady 2.0 in Mahomes.
Yeah.
And now everybody fucking loves Brady and hates Mahomes.
Which is ironic.
It just shows the hypocrisy of NFL fans. But yeah, we have the new Brady, so that's just going to happen in the AFC. It's going to happen more probably after this. So you hate it now, it's probably not done. But in the NFC, I do think the 49ers were easily the best team all year in the NFC, so I think they deserve to be there. It's really going to be a good matchup between these two. Before we get into that, though, let's get into how they got there. The Kansas City Chiefs went up against the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game, and this, we called it. It was a defensive game. This game sucked.
Yeah.
This game sucked. Not like I was rooting against the Chiefs, so it sucked because the Chiefs won, like all of you other whiners out there. This game just wasn't entertaining. Like, you have Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson, and it ended up being even more of a defensive showcase than we expected it to be. Both quarterbacks struggled. Both offenses struggled. Neither one could hold on to the fucking... Well, the Chiefs didn't really have too much of an issue, but the Ravens couldn't even hold on to the fucking ball. Sloppy game from the Ravens. I mean,
they just shot themselves in the foot.
Really, honestly. The Ravens lost this game hands down. And, I mean, this was their legitimate best shot in a while to win a Super Bowl. I'm not going to say that their window is closing quite as fast as, like, Buffalo's, like I said last week. But damn.
Yeah. I think, I mean, they'll be back, I think. I don't see them, like... falling off in any kind of way. But that is a tough one. Mainly because, I mean, it's weird. I feel like, I'm not sure if you'll agree with me or not, I feel like Lamar is becoming, like, the next Peyton Manning in the sense of, like, really good in the regular season and just can't elevate in the postseason, which sucks. I really do like Lamar. I think he's great, but...
So we have our new Tom Brady with Patrick Mahomes. We have our new Peyton Manning with Lamar Jackson. We have our new Phil Rivers with Josh Allen.
I was waiting for that one.
and maybe we'll have our new Eli Manning with Brock Purdy, because we look over to the NFC Championship game. The San Francisco 49ers do go on to beat the Detroit Lions once again. The Detroit Lions just cannot play in the second half. I don't know what it was. You can blame a lot of it on Dan Campbell for those fourth down attempts. I agree with the first one. I don't agree with the second one.
Same.
But yeah, either way, neither of them ended up panning out. And I mean, you got to put a lot of blame on the players. A lot of drop passes, a lot of miscues, the fumble that happened right at the beginning of the third quarter. A lot of things that could have gone wrong went wrong for the Detroit Lions as soon as that second half started. And San Francisco finally woke up. Now for San Francisco, this is the second playoff game, but like more than second game in a row, watching San Francisco breeze their way through the first half, fall down 2 scores or more in the first half, just to finally wake up in the second half and finally play San Francisco football. So that's something you can't do against the Chiefs, in my personal opinion. The Chiefs will not let that happen. The Chiefs defense is probably one of the better defenses that they've played all season long. So it's not going to work against Kansas City, in my personal opinion. They're going to have to figure that out. I don't know what their problem is in the first half, but they managed to get past the Lions.
I don't believe in, like, you know, I don't know if you saw, like, Cam Newton, but he was saying how, like, Brock Purdy is, like, not even the 10th best player on the team. I don't believe that. I mean, is he better than, like, say, like, George Kittle, like, Debo? No, but, like...
He's the 4th best player.
I would say he's either 4th or 5th. He's still one of their... Like, he's still their quarterback. He's still the leader of that offense. So I agree with you. The Chiefs, or the Niners can't fall down, but the fact that they have come back in back-to-back games, that does still show something.
Right. And, I mean, Brock Purdy has played great in both of those games. Yes, he gets off to slow starts just like the rest of the team. But, I mean, it's not even fully on him. It's going to be a tough road for the San Francisco 49ers going up against the Chiefs. I mean, currently they are the favorite going into the Super Bowl. I think they're 1.5-point favorites for you betting people out there. It's going to be a good one. San Francisco 49ers went on to beat the Detroit Lions, and the Kansas City Chiefs went on to beat the Baltimore Ravens, and that sets up Super Bowl 58 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers, and it's time to get into these picks. Now, I haven't even written one down on my phone yet. I've given this one a lot of thought over the last couple weeks, and I've been asked plenty of times, and I think I've changed my answer probably a couple times, and I do this every year, where I've changed my answer a few times before we get in front of the camera and actually make our picks. This is tough.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a Kansas City team whose offense struggled pretty much all season long until they got to the postseason. And even in the postseason, only put up 17 points against the Baltimore Ravens. Their defense did most of the work against Miami. Buffalo really shot themselves in the foot for the most of that game. So, their offense really, I mean, it got better. The receivers haven't had too many dropping issues. We saw, I mean, MVS make the game-winning catch against the Ravens last week.
Finally.
In a very similar fashion to what he should have done against, I believe it was the Jets early on in the season. It's tough to see that this team actually made the Super Bowl, but when you have a guy like Mahomes, anything is possible with this with this Kansas City offense. To the defensive side, this is probably the best defense that Kansas City has had in any of their Super Bowl runs in the past. Chris Jones is playing at his highest level. They have a great linebacker core just out of nowhere, and I couldn't even name one linebacker on there.
I think the only one I can think of is I think it's like Bolton or some shit. And
Nick Bolton. They play very well. They're well coached by Andy Reid. This is, I mean, you can hate the Chiefs all you want. You can hate Taylor Swift all you want, but this team is going to be in the Super Bowl for years to come. This is our new dynasty that we're going to have to watch. Let's look at the other side of the ball. Can they be the Eli Manning to the Tom Brady? Brock Purdy leading the San Francisco 49ers in an offense that has been absolutely lights out all season long, especially with Christian McCaffrey. He set tons of records all season long. George Kittle was kind of quiet this year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's still a big weapon to have at any given point in the game. He's always going to give it his all. So, you know, a guy like George Kittle on the team is perfect to have that kind of character. Deebo Samuel does a lot of off-field talking, so I don't like him as much. But, I mean, he is just as explosive as the other two can be. I think the real underdog on this offense is Brandon Ayuk, and I think he showed it in the NFC Championship game. I mean, this is a stacked offense. There are weapons everywhere, and it's been the meme all of San Francisco's last 4 years pretty much. To the defensive side of the ball, they did kind of take a step back this year. I mean, I think they were looked at as probably going to be the number one defense in the NFL. They weren't. But it's not like they were bad. They weren't quite as explosive as they probably could have been.
I basically agree with everything you said. I mean, like, it's really hard to bet like against a quarterback like Mahomes, like we did. It's hard to bet against Tom Brady. It was hard to bet against. You have that kind of generational type quarterback. But on the flip side, it's like, honestly, even though the Niners defense hasn't been that great all year, and they still allowed a lot of points against the Lions, but they did show up in the second half. They did put things together. So I think, as much as it is on these offenses, I think it's also really going to come down more so to the defense, and I think it's really going to come down more so to the Chiefs' defense against the Niners' offense. I think the Niners' defense can hold up against the Chiefs' offense, so that it's going to be a very, very good game.
So, we've been beating around the bush here for a little bit, but we got to get into these picks. We have to make a decision, and since you're the winner, I feel like it's only fair that you go first.
I mean, they were my preseason pick. I don't know what my record is with preseason Super Bowls, but I've seen, I think, at least get one of the teams in it. And if you guys remember, in the preseason, I picked the Niners not only to go to the Super Bowl, but to win the Super Bowl. And I'm picking them again. I can't see this Niners offense, which is weird to say against. Like I literally said, you don't bet against Mahomes. I'm betting against Mahomes. So, like, don't follow my advice, really. But I just think this Niners team, this offense is just too explosive. I think the defense is going to step up. I still think the Chiefs are going to have a really good game. I think it's going to be a great game. I mean, I have it as 30-27. I still think it's going to be a very good game. But I got to go with the Niners. And I don't even want to get my MVP now. But my Super Bowl MVP, I mean, Christian McCaffrey, CMC. I think he's going to have an amazing game. And this offense goes through him. Like, if he is having a really good game, the Niners, pretty good chance they're going to win the game. So that's what I have going for it. Go to you now, huh?
Well, I mean, even while you were talking, I was sitting there going back and forth in my head. Because like I said, I don't have anything written down. I'm just making up a pick right now in front of the camera, letting my gut speak to me. I can see both teams winning this game. I can see, like, I can vision what it would be like afterwards if the Chiefs win another one. Every NFL fan's just going to be pissed off for the next month, like
every
couple
fan's
months.
Gonna be pissed when their team doesn't make it or win. So.
Yeah, but like specifically if the Chiefs win, every NFL fan that's not a Chiefs fan is just going to be pissy and moany for the next however many months. Which is why I can see it happening, because I'm not that lucky to not have to deal with that. Onto the 49ers side, they clearly were the best team all season long, besides obviously the Baltimore Ravens, who didn't quite make it here. But it was between the 49ers and the Ravens all season long, and the 49ers have just been a Super Bowl contender all season long. There were times we didn't even think the Chiefs were going to make the playoffs. So that's why I can see the 49ers winning this game. But I really don't know.
You really don't? You going to flip the coin again?
No. I think the safe thing to do is not go against this generation's Tom Brady. Because,
smart, yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, these are two very, very even teams. I think the 49ers offense is going to struggle at the beginning of this game, and I think that's going to be their biggest downfall. I do think if the 49ers are to win the Super Bowl, it's going to be on another one of those comebacks that they've done all season long. It just always seems to work like that. But if they don't win the Super Bowl, it's going to be because they're going to come up too short on their comeback attempt because they let the Chiefs get ahead too early. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think the Chiefs do pull ahead pretty early, and I don't think they look back. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs on this one. I do think that the San Francisco 49ers are going to come back a lot. It's just going to come up short. Probably lose this game by like 2 or 3 at that point. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll have scores on the side here. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. And obviously, if the Chiefs are to win this game, the MVP would have to go to none other than Taylor. No, I'm just kidding. It would have to go to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Travis Kelce could win it. I doubt it. They're going to cover Kelce. I don't think he's going to have as explosive of a game as, I mean, potentially Pacheco or even Raheed Rice, whatever his name is. Yeah, I do think that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. And even saying that out loud, I don't know if I fully believe it, but that's what I'm going to go with.
I mean, I'm just going with my preseason pick and just hoping from there, but it's
a crapshoot. It's bound to be a great Super Bowl, and I hope you guys enjoy it, just like I hope you guys have enjoyed Nick's Picks Season 4 all season long. This is the final episode of Nick's Picks Season 4. I'm not going to do like an intro, outro compilation like I do every year, because honestly, they weren't that entertaining this year. But
I would say I'm hurt, but not really.
But I hope you guys enjoyed all season long. Obviously, Nick's Picks has been one of the most consistent things on this channel, so we keep up with it very, very consistently. And I appreciate everyone who has shown love to it all throughout the years. We will be back, obviously, for Season 5 next year. But until then, Ben, is there anything you want to say to the people for your final time as a champion, period?
Oh, no, I'm going back to back. I'm calling it right now. I'm going back to back.
I called it at the beginning of the season that I was going to win my 4th in a row, so that means shit.
Well, maybe it's going to be different for me, but we'll see.
But I hope you guys have enjoyed all season long. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting it, and we will see you guys next season. Have a great one. Peace.
How you feeling, by the way?
What do I do with the rest of these? They gave me 10 of them.
Jesus.
You want a wing? Do it. Come on, do it for the people. They
No!
They want to see you suffer. This is what
Only you do!
They've gotten to see...
Actually, no, maybe slower.
No, they've gotten used to it every year. Like, this is like a tradition, is watching you almost throw up because you took a bite out of a chicken wing.
No, I'm good. Bye, guys.
I tried.